Hello guys and welcome back to the Red Devil Stand with all the latest Manchester United news. And apparently the Glazers have taken down Manchester United from the selling market. That was the news late last night, and you know what? As a community we will dissect all the possibilities that there may be regarding this particular news. See, it is not very shocking to me because we are 24 hours. It's 24 hours that the transfer window have ended, and here we are that the news are breaking that the Glazers will not sell Manchester United. And what the sources came out yesterday, last night, from Daily Mail, from the Miller, from Alex Miller himself, and what they're saying is from a source close to the Glazers that Manchester United will be taken off the market by the Glazers after bidders failed to reach their asking price, in a huge blow to furious fans as they hold out for £10 billion for the club. They are holding out for 10 billion to part ways with Manchester United. They received offers, but they are not what they would want, and only Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim emerged as serious bidder. The hope in that if they put it back on the market in 2026, which is 2 years away, 2025, which is 2 years away, the market will bounce back and they will achieve what they're looking for. So apparently it has gone from 6 billion, the magical number we were talking about for how many days I don't even know. So from that 6 billion, now they have jumped up to 10 billion pounds. They are thinking about the Club World Cup in 2025 and the World Cup in 2026, which could be very lucrative, and this is going to be hosted in USA. So it will heighten interest from American billionaires into football investment, and the Glazers think they will get somewhere between 7 and 10 billion. The owners believe they backed the manager, and basically that's where they are at. See, the thing is that if you ask me, when I got the news last night, I was not even worried at all. I wasn't worried about it because we have seen so many news came out in the past couple of months regarding this sell process. Just a couple of weeks back, if you guys can remember, that Neil Custis from The Sun have came out and said that the Glazers will sell the club to the Qataris in the month of October or even in the month of November as well. There were a couple of articles came out of Neil Custis. In one article it was in the month of November, and in the next article he said it would be in the month of October. And now we are getting that the sources close to the Glazers are saying that the Glazers will take Manchester United out of the sale market because they are looking for 7 to 10 billion pounds, which they think they can achieve that amount of money in the year of 2025 because the elaborate way of Club World Cup and also the Football World Cup in 2026, which will be held in USA. And regarding all these points, they do think they will be able to accumulate at least 7 to 10 billion pounds. I mean, seriously, if you ask me the main reason behind this, in my opinion, they do want to entice Sheikh Jassim or even Sir Jim Ratcliffe to up their bid. I do not see any credible point regarding this particular news. Because why would they do that? I will let you know my opinion, but there were another piece. And see, the thing is that the news that came out yesterday, last night, it wasn't like Mike Keegan was saying that, or even Ben Jacobs was saying that, or even a finance group like Bloomberg or someone like that was posting that news, or even the sources close to the bidders, whether it's a Jim or Sheikh Jassim. No, it was not any of that. It wasn't any of that. It was a source close to the Glazers. So obviously, it is quite clear that the Glazers are spreading that news and they are hyping up the process. In my opinion, I will let you know my opinion. After I read this particular article, it came out from Ben Jacobs, and what he is saying is, see, the thing is that I knew that regarding this sale process, Ben Jacobs personally have faced some backlash from social media because he says things which some of our fans does not like. But in my opinion, he says the truth. He says the truth. He is not making things up just to, he's not a clickbait article writer. He absolutely is not. He's a very, very credible journalist. And what Ben Jacobs have to say regarding this particular deal is, understanding remains the Manchester United sale process is ongoing and little has changed. No sale always was a possibility. We all knew that, especially in light of the expanded Club World Cup. Those close to the Qatar side have said for some time they think their main rival is a no-sale, not Jim Ratcliffe. See, the thing is that we have talked about that. Even Ben Jacobs have mentioned multiple times earlier that, yeah, when it comes to the Qataris, they does not think Sir Jim Ratcliffe as their main rival. Their main rival is that no-sell aspect of that deal, that the Glazers may end up not selling the club. And what he's saying, but sources close to the process this evening indicate multiple groups are still involved in negotiations, and that as of now, the Glazers have not picked a winner or decided not to sell. And those close to the groups also stress they are yet to hear anything definitive. As I have said before, often in a takeover of this nature, which is in the normal, the loser comes out and speaks first. We saw this with Chelsea, also run by Rain Group. In that instance, the losers were even informed they were out of the process before groups who remained in it. Selling side sources this evening still stress nothing has changed. But if it has, and full respect for other reporters, the Glazers must surely speak publicly and clarify their position. They owe the fan base that if they have made up their mind. See, the thing is that, in my opinion, it is absolutely bullshit. It is a stunt pulled by the Glazers. It's as clear as crystal. Not even 24 hours have passed that the transfer window have ended, and now we are getting slapped with the news that the Glazers may not sell. And it is quite natural, in my opinion. Believe me, I wasn't shocked at all. The level of news, the variety of news we have got regarding this very subject, it does not surprise me that this news came out yesterday night, and I was quite calm about it. Believe me, I was quite calm about it. Otherwise, I would have made a live session when that news broke. But I didn't see any point talking about that, because that is not true. Simply, that is not true. And I will give you my reasons. I will see the first thing. They are asking, we all knew that the 6 billion was the magical number they were asking for. And this is the year 2023. So they were just not a couple of weeks, just a couple of hours ago. Before that news broke, we all knew that the Glazers wanted 6 billion out of that sale process. But now they think that our club's valuation will be up by double. It would be around 10 billion in the coming 2 or 3 years. And how would that happen? How would that happen? Because we all know that the Glazers will not invest, absolutely not. So without any investment whatsoever, how could you double a product's value, whether it's a club or anything else? If you are not investing on that, especially an investment like a football club, you do need to invest in that so that that's value grows in time, which is not the case with Manchester United. We all know that how little they do not, the Glazers do not spend a single penny when it comes to Manchester United. And see, the thing is that we are miles of our rivals. We are. When it comes to Manchester City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Arsenal, take any club and we are miles away from them. We are. Our stadium is ruined. We didn't even have, a proper money to even make that Amrabat deal happen, on a permanent basis. And it wasn't like, buying that we were trying to buy Kylian Mbappe or someone like that, which would have costed us a fortune, around 150 or maybe 200 million. It wasn't the case with Amrabat like that. It would have costed us around, max to max, it would have costed us around 25 million euros. But we still haven't been able to make that deal happen because we do not have the money. We simply do not have the money. So obviously we can't expect that the Glazers will somehow manage to bring out some money, or they will invest themselves on our stadium, which absolutely needs investment, which absolutely needs to do that. And Just that Old Trafford, if you want to rebuild it or if you want to build a new stadium, it would cost around 1.5 to 2 billion pounds. And that is a huge amount of money, which I'm pretty sure that the Glazers will not invest out of their pocket. That is simply not going to happen. And see, the Rain Group, the group who have been handling all the situation from the month of November, when the Glazers officially announced that they are looking for partial investment and that may end up selling the whole club. So from that month, from the month of November in 2022 and now it's September 2023, how do you think the Glazers will propose to pay the Rain Group if they does not get a payout themselves? Because the Rain Group will cost a huge amount of money. They would have, if the sale process have gone, they obviously would have gotten a certain percentage. And when the sale process is around 5 to 6 billion pound, a certain percentage is a massive amount. A massive amount. And how do the Glazers propose to pay the Rain Group if they are not ending up selling Manchester United? That does not make any sense, man. Everything around this news does not make any sense. And seriously, if they do think that our club's valuation in 2023 is 5 billion, according to them, it's not 5 billion though, but according to them, it is 5 to 6 billion, and it will get doubled in the year of 2025 or 2026. How will that happen? How will that happen on earth when we are already around 1 billion pound in debt? How could that be possible? It's not even possible mathematically. It is absolutely not possible at all. The finance is downhill. Even Manchester United goes out and win a treble, or win another league in the coming year as well. If we win 3 or 4 or 5 major trophies, that will also not give us, that will not bounce our price, to 3 or 4 billion extra. That is not going to happen. Yeah, if you are going to win a treble, if you are going to win some major trophies, 4 or 5 major trophies, maybe we will get a financial boost of a couple 100 million, and that's it. It is not like that, after winning a treble, a club gets a billion or something like that. It does not happen. It does not work that way. So I really do not see any point or any way that our club's valuation is going to get doubled in the coming couple of years. And see, the Glazers are not in a position to not sell the club. So we do not need to panic. We do not need to panic whatsoever, because as I've just said that they haven't invested a single penny. Our club needs that 2 billion at least to make Old Trafford again a fortress. They need to pay out the Rain Group whether they end up selling the club or not. So those are investments that needs to be made. And see, the thing is that the way the Glazers are going, as the article said, that they think that the club's valuation will go up in the coming couple of years. How will that happen? We are already behind our rivals, and I'm pretty sure if the Glazers remain, we will have a shitty January transfer window, and we are quite fucked up right now, even in our next summer transfer window as well, because we all know how it goes. We will already be struggling in this season because of the Glazers, because they haven't gave the manager the proper backup. Yeah, they can claim that they have backed up the manager, but as fans, we clearly know that it wasn't the backup Erik ten Hag needed. He haven't got that. He absolutely haven't got that. So obviously, we will fall further behind in the coming years if you compare us to clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, or even Newcastle. We will fall behind. And see, the thing is that if we are not going to make investment, and Erik ten Hag, he's not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's not Jose Mourinho or Louis van Gaal, he will not wait around to get sacked by those fuckers. That will absolutely not going to happen. If Erik ten Hag sees that if the Glazers still remain our owner in the next summer transfer window, in the summer transfer window of 2024, and he sees that the Glazers are not investing the money the club needs, the squad needs, I'm pretty sure Erik ten Hag will leave the club. He will leave the club. He will not, wait around to get sacked by the Glazers. That is simply not going to happen. So yeah, I do not see any kind of, our valuation boost in the coming couple of years. And that is simply a myth. And that is why I have said it is the Glazers, master stroke. It is not a master stroke, but in their opinion, it is that it may hike up the price, for their current sale process when it comes to Sir Jim Ratcliffe or Sheikh Jassim. That might entice them, because see, the thing is that they have already done that earlier. Whenever they put up that subject of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sheikh Jassim comes in and makes his bid a little bit higher. That have worked a couple of times. And I guess that have given them the idea that if they spread this rumor, maybe the Qataris may come out and put in an offer of some stupid amount of 7 to 8 or 9, 10 billion pounds. And that is simply not going to happen. In my opinion, that should not happen. Yeah, they may opt for a partial investment. And the partial even if we are going for that partial investment, the term they have used from that month of November, it is not going to be a couple of millions or a couple 100 million. We would be needing at least 2 billion pounds. And we have seen that the Sir Jim Ratcliffe bid was around 3.5 billion pounds for 55 to 60% of the club. So if there is any group like the Elliott Group is going to invest 2 billion pounds on Manchester United, they will want at least 35 to 40% of the club, which is no good financially for the Glazers. If they are going to lose 40% of their shares and only get 2 billion out of it, and those 2 billions will get invested in Manchester United, it is not like that the partial investment they will get, they can spend on their own, on their own budgetary. That is not going to happen. They will have to invest that money on Manchester United. If they were a good owner, yeah, that would have been an option. If there were, an owner like Todd Bowley who wants really, his club to shine, if it was the case, maybe they would have opted for a partial investment. But as it stands right now, any kind of partial investment they get, that needs to be invested right away on Manchester United, which is not the case with the Glazers. They haven't spent a single penny, let alone some billions. So obviously, they may not opt for partial investment as well. And you know what? As we have seen in the past few couple of weeks, that whenever a news come out regarding the sale process, whether it's a negative one, a positive one comes out just maybe 24 to 48 hours later. That may be the case in this one as well. I do believe that we will see in the coming 48 to 72 hours, there will be another news regarding the sale process that it is still on, but they haven't decided yet. Their preferred bidder or even the winner or something like that. But I'm pretty sure they are not going to take away Manchester United from that selling market. And even if they do think, I don't know how thick American businessmen are, but Glazers are the prime example of that. But I do not think that they will do that. But if they do that, if there is a slightest of possibility that they may end up taking Manchester United up from that selling market, they should, as Ben Jacobs have said, they should clarify to that to our fans, to us. They should make an official statement the way they did in the month of November in 2022, that they are going to sell the club or opt for a partial investment. They should make another official statement addressing us, the Manchester United fans, that we have decided that we are not going to sell the club. And believe me guys, that they will not do. They will not do that because they know the amount of backlash. I can't even imagine what the backlash will be if they now decide not to sell our club. I can't even imagine that, and neither can those guys as well. So I do not think that they will take that risk. I do think, in my opinion, it is just a way to entice the Sheikh Jassim or the Sir Jim Ratcliffe bid. Plus, please guys, please do let me know your opinion on the comment section, and I will interact with you on that comment section as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, so please do make sure to smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. And as you guys know, today is the match day, Manchester United versus Arsenal. So let's not spoil our mood with this, these shitty stories and stuff. And we will get online at 8:45 p.m. today at Indian Standard Time, and we will have our watch along of Manchester United and Arsenal. And you know what? See you guys there. Kudos to you guys. Goodbye. Take care, and we'll see you tonight.